You answered your phone today expecting nothing and got a robocall, maybe the second one this week, maybe the fifth. At some point, most people install Truecaller, see it recommended everywhere, and assume that solves it. It partially does. Here is the full picture what Truecaller actually does, where it fails, and what works better for the part it misses. Number 1. What Truecaller actually is. Truecaller is a crowdsourced caller ID database, over 1 billion phone numbers, contributed by users who installed the app and allowed it to upload their contact lists. When you receive a call, Truecaller checks the incoming number against this database in real time and tells you who is calling before you pick up. The spam detection layer works the same way. Users flag numbers as spam inside the app. Once enough flags accumulate on a number, it gets automatically marked for all users. The system gets more accurate as more people use it. That is the core mechanic. Number 2. What it actually blocks. On Android, Truecaller can intercept calls before your phone rings. Known spam numbers are silently blocked. You see them in a notification log, but they never reach your ringtone. That part works well for numbers that have already been flagged by enough users. On iOS, Apple's architecture limits this. Truecaller operates as a call screening extension, which is less aggressive. The blocking is more advisory than automatic. For recognized spam campaigns, boiler room operations, repeated robocall numbers, numbers flagged by thousands of users, Truecaller is genuinely useful. It eliminates most of the obvious noise. Number 3. Where it fails. Spoofed numbers. This is the harder problem. Caller ID spoofing lets a scammer disguise their real number as a local number, a government agency, or even your bank. If the spoofed number hasn't been flagged yet, Truecaller has no way to know it's bad. It just looks like a real call from your area code. Sophisticated spam operations rotate through thousands of fresh numbers daily. New numbers do not have spam flags yet. By the time enough users flag them, the operation has moved on to a new batch. Crowdsourced blocking has a structural lag against operations that move faster than the database can update. There is also a false positive problem. Your doctor's office, your insurance company, a legitimate business, sometimes their numbers get flagged as spam because a few users reported them incorrectly. You miss real calls because the system thinks they are spam. Number 4. The privacy trade-off you are making. Here is what most Truecaller guides skip. When you install Truecaller, you upload your entire contact list to their servers. Every person in your contacts, whether or not they agreed to this, has their number added to Truecaller's database. Your contacts have not consented. They are in the database because you put them there. Truecaller's business model includes selling access to this database for marketing purposes. The information has commercial value. You are trading your contacts' data for spam filtering. That is the actual exchange. For many people, that trade-off is worth it. The spam reduction is real, but you should understand what you are giving up. Number 5. What actually solves the root problem? Truecaller manages symptoms. The root cause is that your real phone number is on lists it should not be on, and phone numbers are hard to change. Once your number is in a spam database, you are on that list for as long as you keep the number. Blocking calls from that list does not remove your number from it. New lists will find you. New operations will call you. A virtual number from Surfshark's alt number changes the equation. You hand out a second number instead of your real one. When that number ends up on spam lists, and it will, you deactivate it and get a new one. Your real number stays off those lists entirely. For signing up for services, listing something for sale, giving your number to someone you are not certain about. A virtual number adds separation between your real identity and the outside world. When the virtual number starts getting spam, you replace it. The spam list becomes worthless because it no longer reaches you. Number 6. The honest comparison. Truecaller is free and effective for recognizable spam. If you get a lot of calls from known spam operations and you are okay with the privacy trade-off, it does its job. Alt number costs money, but it solves a different and harder problem. It does not filter spam that finds your number, it keeps your real number from being on those lists in the first place. Most people benefit from understanding both tools exist for different purposes. The link to Surfshark alt number is in the description. snipstack.io/yt/Truecaller-spam-call-blocker-deep. That link goes directly to the current offer. If this was useful, subscribe. Next video covers how phone number spoofing works and what you can actually do about it.